I'm on my first 50 miler for a while, and look, I'm in shorts. First time this year in shorts. Well pleased. It's a nice day. It's cooler than yesterday. Yesterday was quite a hot day, so it's a better day today. There's lots of fluffy bits up there. Apparently it's going to get a bit cloudier towards the afternoon, so get a bit cooler, so that's alright. As long as it stays dry, that's the main thing. This is the A40. I'm about 5 miles outside Uxbridge, heading towards Beaconsfield. One of my normal rides, so nothing spectacular. Just to pass through, this is Beaconsfield Old Town. I've filmed this quite a few times over the years. It's full of estate agents and restaurants. Nobody lives here. They're nice old buildings. It's the older part of town here. Big townhouse behind there. Some really nice old buildings down here. Oldie worldy England. That's it. Yeah, glad to get off that A40. It's a fast old road, this. Now heading off into some fresh air. Just under halfway on the 50 mile. This is the M40, which runs parallel to the A40. They're quite near to each other here. But once I'm past here, it gets quieter and more out into the countryside and a bit more fresh air. But it's a glorious day, really nice. When the sun comes out, which is quite often, you can feel it on your skin. Oh, I've got a big lorry behind me, so I'm going to have to... That was Andy. I went to let him go, pulled into a sort of a side road, and he followed me round. It was the road he was going to go into. So yes, that didn't work out too good. Nice to see all the hedgerows out in green now. Very nice. The only trouble this time of year you get is when you get a dry period like this, because there's been so much dust and dirt on the roads over the winter, it dries out, and when a lorry goes by, it gets showered in dust, start chewing dust. I sort of try not to breathe too much until you're well past. It soon goes though. If we have some rain, it might wash it away. In a couple of nice dry days, it'll be clear. It's hay fever time as well. I've had to take some hay fever medication this morning. I felt it when I got up, so I thought, well, see, I'm out for the day, I might as well medicate myself, which I've done, and it's feeling quite good. cantankerous cab driver. Road's empty, but he still wants all the road, so he still sounds his horn at me, which is typical cabbie, I suppose. So nice to see the trees now almost in full leaf. Give it another couple of weeks and everything will be in full leaf, and then we get a big storm and blow them all down. That's what usually happens nowadays. This is where we turn off. And the traffic should be even easier once we get round here. He says, it's usually quieter than this. I've also been playing around with my cleats just lately. I've been having a bit of trouble with the right foot, ankle I should say, with the Achilles heel, and after rides, not so much during the ride, but after, the day after, get a lot of pain from them. So I've left the left cleat where it was because I don't have a problem with that foot. But I got a funny feeling, because I've had the varicose veins operated on in my right leg, which has been a great improvement. I'm just waiting for the left one to be done. Things seem to have changed maybe, and also getting older, you know, things change as you get older. So I've started pushing the cleats forward instead of back on the right one, and this is the second longest ride I've had with the cleat where it is, which seems to be a hell of a lot better than it was right back as the left one was. So this is a bit of a trial ride today as well, to see this is in a new position and see how it goes. But so far so good. In fact, the only problems I'm getting at the moment is a slight tweak in my left Achilles heel, which is quite odd. Maybe because I'm favouring the right leg, I don't know. But yeah, let you know how I'll get on anyway. This always looks really nice. This is always a nice quiet road as well. So we're over halfway now. Probably around 26, 27 miles. got smelly vision. You can smell the cows. There must be a cow shed. Yeah, there's a cow shed up here. Ooh, the smell of the countryside. Yes, it's a bit strong. Looks like a cow shed in there. Ah, yes. Doesn't get any better, this road. It's falling. This is my favourite part of the ride. Actually, this lane is quite awesome. As you can see now, the trees are in green. You've probably seen this plenty of times in the winter with no leaves up, and this is what it looks like in the summer. I know it's been on a few videos, but I never get tired of it. And being on the trike, it's quite quiet. You get to see a few deer, or I see the animals have been out here dumping their rubbish. It's just incredible that they ride out in the middle of nowhere to dump their crap, you know? It's just heartbreaking, really. They're like animals, aren't they, really? That's all they've got to do is take it to a tip, but now they've got to come right out of the countryside and dump it. I nearly swore then, but makes you swear. That's all they are, is animals. Well, actually, that's an insult to animals, really. They are just shithead humans, basically. I won't apologise for the swearing. I mean, why would you want to ruin something as nice as this? Crazy. That's why I've got no faith in all this business about saving the planet, because when you really look around at the amount of plastic we're still churning out, and it's all just words, and you get people like that, and you get the council that are still not really into recycling every bit of plastic or every bit of rubbish that gets dumped. It's all just words. I can't really see it. I hope I'm wrong, but I don't know. I mean, look at that, look. Who do they think's going to clean it up? They do. You know, they pay for that. They dump it, and they have to pay for it to be cleaned up in their taxes. And they wonder why things are cut and nothing's working, because the money's going into cleaning them up. Crap they create. That's enough of that. It's too nice a day. This is Burnham Beeches. I've heard a rumour that the cafe has reopened, but people are not very happy about it. So I thought I'd go and have a look. Entering the park. I was just chatting to some people walking through, and they're telling me the cafe's getting better. But I said I haven't been there since it reopened, but apparently there's going to be a reopening in June or something, and they've got tables there and crockery. The only thing is it's expensive, everybody's saying. So yeah, time will tell. It's the same old thing all the time now though, isn't it? This is Tory Britain. Well, he's got some table and chairs out there, but everybody's moaning how expensive it is. It's £1.50 for a paper cup, and you think, hold on, £1.50 for some warm water and a tea bag, you know. So that's a nil par for me. So I like the people. I was just talking to some people, some locals that come along. They bring their own. So they're sitting outside the cafe, out by the road, drinking their own tea. It's quite good. But it is a bit silly though, isn't it? I mean, the rise of 50p is a lot of bloody money, you know. But anyway, time will tell. I doubt if they'll drop their prices, but it's nice to have a cafe there still, I suppose, if you're desperate. But I'll have to be desperate because just down here is the Costa coffee. Well, it's starting to cloud over. It's what they predicted. So it did say it was going to be very dry, but that one up there looks like it might have a bit of rain in it. Time will tell, I suppose. We're heading towards home now, so it's pretty straightforward run from here. Just trying to see which way that cloud's going, whether it's following me or not, or whether it's going to go behind me. Temperature's dropped a slight bit as well, about a degree or so. It's not as warm as it was, so that cloud has gone behind me, which is good. So I'm pleased about that. So the sun's back out again. It's surprising though how the temperature drops this time of year. Once you get into the shade, it drops by at least 2 degrees. You feel it straight away. But when out in the sun, it's still very pleasant. It's nice. Nice when the flowers start to come out as well. Get some bluebells soon, I should think. This is the nice thing about the UK is the different trees we get. It's quite amazing. It's a shame that we're losing a lot of Dutch elm disease. There's quite a few around my way that have died. There's just a skeleton standing there, been there for donkey's years, and it is a shame. But apparently we've got a problem with the oak as well, so I'm not sure how bad that is, but yeah, it's a shame. It's we have a nice selection of trees. It never gets sort of boring. One thing I never forget is when we drove through Yellowstone Park many years ago. It was just spruce, and more spruce, and even more spruce. It got quite boring after a while. But as you can probably see, I don't know what these trees are, but very abundant. They're very light, sort of wispy trees. Where we came through the park, they're more substantial. And the trees that we have up London are called plane trees, and they're famous for taking in pollution, and they can survive in the pollution and do a lot of good work up in London, purifying the air. Beautiful trees as well. Some of them are 100 years old or more. I think you can tell I like trees. I've planted a few over the years myself. I've got about 7 or 8 at the moment I'm growing in pots, because there's a couple of places on my estate that I think needs a tree. So I'm good for growing a few little trees, and then when it gets quiet, nip out, dig a hole and plant them. And just hope the kids don't squash them or pull them up. But there's a couple of trees on my estate that I've put down over the years. I look at them and think, I did that, which is good. It's only 2 real climbs on this journey, and this is one of them. Coming out of Former. That's a plodder. You just plod up. It's not a big problem. The trouble is, if you've been on a long ride, not particularly a long ride today, but if you've been on a long ride, then you hit this one, you know it. This is good though. I can do it in the middle ring. Nearly at the top. about 3/4 of the way round now. It's a nice flat run all the way home now. It's, yeah, it's still greying up a bit up there again. So I think this is going to be the last of the really nice days for a while, they're saying. So it should be a bit rainy tomorrow. So I'm glad to get out on the long one today. Wind's getting up a little bit as well. It's definitely a weather front moving in. You can feel it and see it. Still got some blue bits though. This is all Pinewood Studios. There's quite a lot of work going on here at the moment. I think there's quite a few films being made. Plus they're putting up new sound stages. It's the entrance. We've got a burst water pipe somewhere. It's a bit damp. There we go. Yeah, down the calf.
Take it easy.
Be good. You be careful. Ta-da. That was good fun. I just met him on the road. He's going the other way round. He's doing a Windsor run, and I'm on my way home from this 50 miler. So he's going to do 30 miles. He's just come out of work. So oh, off we go. That was good. Good for a chat. He's on a new diet as well, apparently. Oh, my turn. Me next. No. Oh. It's getting a bit chilly now, so if it gets any cooler, I'm going to put my jacket on. Still nice with the sun out though. I forgot to say to Barry, on the way, when I first started the ride this morning, I got to a set of traffic lights and a guy in a white van shouted out, "Where's your mate on his penny farthing?" So he'd obviously seen us riding around together. So, yeah, it's quite funny that. Complete stranger. Bit of a climb, so I'm puffing a bit. That's me ringing. I'll see who it is in a minute. Unfortunate. I just picked up a puncture, just repaired it. So, all I wanted. But that's not too bad a puncture, is it really? Not on the front, it's on the back, it's a pain. Well, I just learnt something that's quite disturbing. I've just been told that, do you remember my mango, the red and white one that I used to own, and I sold it to a guy in London? I just found out it's been stolen. So if you see a red and white mango, I wonder whether to say this really, because this video will probably be up for quite a long while, so hopefully they might find it. But it's been stolen out of a garage in London. I don't know what they think they're going to do with it, because there's only a couple in the country, so if they try and sell it, it's going to be spotted straight away. If they try and push it abroad, it's going to be seen as well. So I might make a separate video about looking out for it, then I can take that one off if it's found in the future. So, but at the moment, yeah, it's been stolen. What a shame. Yeah, it's a bit of a shock really. Bit of a strange end to the ride. Put a new inner tube in, and that one must have had a slow puncher, or I must have punctured it when I was putting it in. Yeah, I've had to pump it up 2 or 3 times to get home, but not bad. But anyway, that wasn't a bad ride, enjoyed it. Well, that was a bit of a strange end to the ride. Yeah, I got a puncher, I fixed it, and then the new inner tube I put in started to go down. I managed to keep it up by using one of the, what do they call it? Oh, I can't think of the name now. I kept, with one of these, the tubes, I kept pumping it up with that. About 3 or 4 times I hit it on the way home, and it's got me home, but really strange, because that was a brand new tube, so I'm wondering whether I didn't get all the crud out of the tyre that caused the original puncher. But not a problem, it was a good ride. Got home, that's the main thing. Yeah, that was a bit of a shock about the mango being stolen. I was there, what a shame. I mean, I would have been gutted if it still belonged to me and it was stolen. But yeah, keep your eyes out for it anyway. If you want to see what it looks like, have a look at some of my early videos with it on. So it's pretty distinctive, so I don't know what they think they're going to do with it. Anyway, I hope he gets it back, and that's the end of this video.